Political campaigning has started in earnest in Malaysia, including in the state of Johor. While the ruling Barisan Nasional obtained a massive number of seats in the state election in March, analysts say there is no guarantee of a repeat performance in the general election. Tan Hui finds out how political parties in Johor are positioning themselves to win votes and possibly reclaim seats.
4 years ago, UMNO-led Barisan Nasional experienced its worst ever performance during the Johor state elections. It won 19 out of 56 seats, half the number of seats won in 2013. This led to opposition coalition Pakatan Harapan forming the state government. But since then, PH has lost its grip on the state after the departure of Bersatu from the coalition. And in the coming federal election, Johor becomes a key battleground. The state of Johor has a deep relationship with UMNO. If you trace the party's roots, it was founded here in Johor Bahru and many of its leaders came from the state. So there's a great push to win back a majority following the last general elections. And with an overwhelming amount of support during the state elections in March, it's looking to ride on that popularity. BN won 40 seats at the state elections early this year, but a supermajority win may not necessarily repeat itself at the federal level, according to analysts.
Yes, it's got a real core of motivated voters, but beyond that, the messaging, as well as the vision for the country, the awareness of issues that face people, cost of living, post-COVID economy, all of these things have not been actually touched upon effectively by Barisan Nasional to enable them to make inroads.
Dr. Hutchinson adds that factors such as whether people are motivated to turn up to vote for the opposition affects BN's chances of winning. Johor's opposition chief says it's hoping to convince voters, including those working in Singapore, to cast their ballot.
If the narrative, if the idea that this nation will be better, this nation, there's still hope in voting, and the peer-to-peer movement can be engineered or actually motivated, then we may see a high turnout.
Mr. Liu adds that there will be more emphasis on social media, especially after Malaysia lowered the voting age to 18. There are more than 170,000 youths aged between 18 and 20 who are eligible to vote in the state. Other parties are also introducing fresh faces at this election.
Why not give a chance to someone who's young, fresh, new, not coming from a family dynasty, privilege for one generation to another? I believe that voters want to see something new and fresh in Malaysia.
But there's yet another point of contention. Votes could split 3 ways.
You also have Barisan Nasional coming in and kind of changing the dynamics between Pakatan Harapan, Barisan Nasional, that then contributes again to narrow the majority.
Analysts say the enthusiasm of many voters for PH has somehow dissipated after the coalition's short-lived administration were riddled with problems. As anticipation builds over GE15, whatever happens in Johor will have national consequences, as the state hosts 26 parliamentary seats out of 165 in the peninsula. Tan Hui, CNA, Johor Bahru.